Welcome back. We're here with another player profile. We're here at Corner to Copa. I got my guy Coach holding it down for this one. I'm gonna let him take it away right here.
All right, thank you, Foster. All right, this is one I think that we both have probably been keeping an eye on. At the regular show, Foster does a great job down on the farm, and as a former catcher myself, this is a nice one here considering where he's at, along with the comparison of the current catchers on the 40-man roster for the Tigers. It's none other than Toledo's Dillon, which I'm sure there'll be some cute nicknames over the next while or so until he makes his debut. Catches right, bats right, 25 years old, out of Massillon, Ohio. Local kid again, went to Ohio State, put up some good numbers. Tigers got him in 2020 in the second round and the 38th overall pick. Hasn't been up to Toledo that long, mostly this year, but he's had a promising few years to start, including some prestigious selections and awards along the way. So we're going to dive right into that. As mentioned, drafted in 2020, so started his minor league career 2021. Played, down in low A Lakeland, high A West Michigan, and then made the transition to Erie all in the same year. Combined 85 games, 77 hits, with some smattering of power, 10 doubles, 4 triples, 12 long balls, 50 runs scored, 46 RBIs driven in. He had a 101 to 22 strikeout to walks. So a little high there to start. 239 average with only a 310 OBP and a 407 slugging. And in June was the West Michigan Player of the Week for the High A League. Moving on to 2022, he was selected for that year's MLB All-Star Futures game. He did participate in that, just as Max Clark just did yesterday, for the one down in Texas for this year. 2022, he played in a total of 107 games, 92 hits. Among those, 22 doubles, 3 triples, 14 home runs, 56 runs, 58 RBIs. Batted at only 238, pretty similar. 419 slugging was of note, so a little bit better. And then 2024, we're skipping 2023 because he played in a handful of minor league teams for Detroit that year, and I kind of want to focus what he's doing this year because it's his numbers this year that's putting him on a decent projection, actually better than decent, I should say. But I'll touch on that at the end here. So far, he's in 65 games. He's got 71 hits, 13 doubles, 12 home runs, 37 runs, 42 runs batted in, 297 average with a 364 OBP and a 502 slugging. And I think another aspect that they don't really track until about that AAA level, at least in detail. Right now, he's fielding at 997 with only 2 errors and 617 total chances. And he's got 34 assists in the field as well. So not only has he been improving with the bat, and he's already on pace to break most of those personal records in whole year combinations, regardless of which level he's been at. But he's also greatly improved with the glove, which I know we've seen a little bit of inconsistency at times, some odd plays between Carson and Jake up at the parent club. So all in all, he has, in those 3 years, is really coming along nicely. The development's there. This year, he's really kind of helping carry them. He's been the only guy I feel like that of noteworthy that we've mentioned that has yet to make had his name called up to the Tigers. So he's in that lineup day in and day out, really battling for them. So collectively for his career to date, he's batting 254, the 340 OBP, 440 slugging, and a 787 OBPS. MLB Pipeline had his arm strength as above average, and as of right now, he is the organization's 12th ranked prospect, but of course, he is a catcher. So leading into the end of this year, I don't see him being among a call-up unless it's another injury to Jake or Carson. And then beyond that, I feel like there will be an opportunity for him to not just make it out of camp, but be slotted almost as the backup to Carson, or kind of a 1A, 1B. Carson and Jake are pretty much, right around the same age. They do similar things. Carson's just a little bit better hitter. I think we've noted on the show. Jake has struggled in large stretches this year. He's had some moments for sure where he'll pop off, 3 for 4 game. He can still rip one into the seats in the outfield, but in terms of resources and who you're going to pay, I think it logically makes sense that you let or do not resign Jake Rogers and you keep Carson, and then you would elevate Dillon Dingler as the backup, at least heading into 2025 for the Detroit Tigers. But we see clips of him on Twitter, or now X, and this guy can rake, he can hit. He's making highlight plays, at least down there in Toledo. It's gaining some traction. A lot of people who follow the Tigers and just follow the game in general understand that, there could be something special. I know everyone's eyes have been on Max Clark and some other younger prospects that have more recently been brought into the fold via draft, but I think this guy can help solidify the catching position for at least the next handful of years to come, and eventually obtain that number one starting catcher's role. So again, that is it on the AAA catcher Dillon Dingler for your Detroit Tigers.
And there you have it. That is actually our first player profile that isn't a current major league player. So very interesting, just because everybody doesn't follow everybody doesn't follow the minor league guys. For the most part, everybody focuses on the major league. So that just gives you a little bit of a look into what the future may look like. And like he said, has a very promising future. Just viewing his trajectory through the system. And if you want to hear any of our other player profiles, subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube for the visual, and Corner to Copa for all audio platforms. We'll be back real soon. It's your boy Foster Child signing out.